begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Love, they go play action now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Love. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Allen. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the 4th-year running back. This is Devin Singletary. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love with a give to Dillon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing. Love. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Love now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So back-to-back incompletions, and that again, it's Love. And he's got it. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit, force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Dillon up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Ready. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Go, 17. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run once more with Dillon. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run here with Dillon, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Our game here, really a dream matchup for folks who like good quarterback play, and really who doesn't like good quarterback play. I mean, you got the 2-time reigning MVP against a guy who many think could be holding that trophy in the very near future. Rodgers and Allen have faced off one time before, and it was the Packers who shut out the Bills that day 22-0. That was just Allen's 3rd NFL start. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you. He's usually pretty good too, so the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. John Franklin Myers, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. John Franklin Myers. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. This is caught. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. P-Ryan. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get. I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now a second down throw for Love here.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on second and long. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. He's up to the 20.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Allen off the play fake. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour.
Okay, ready? The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On 1st and 10, Love. Open man right side is St. Brown.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
This is Dillon on the counter. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd down, Love.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Brandon Smith picks it off, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
On the set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
A complete once again to Watson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll look to run with Dillon.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Love. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Going back to Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Here's Love. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Ed Oliver able to get outside the numbers and drop it for a loss of a yard. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
there he goes right side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 69 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd down and goal. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Oliver able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Love. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and good by Crosby as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Allen. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And Oliver bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Love. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. First down, going to the air with Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be
Quarter down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is third and 10. Love looking to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Love. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he is in for the score, so how about this? A horrible mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and a two-point conversion will tie it. Now, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Now Love. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board. But job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want?
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Naeem Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. At
after the touchdown pass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here we go, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Love. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And Oliver in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Bills, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.